Hello everyone, this is Zandy and O, and it is 1:44 a.m. August 15th, 2017, like 4 months before my surgery. We're going to talk about several things tonight. One is my diabetes. We're going to start off with that one. My diabetes has been going really well. I have been taking, I was taking insulin, and then I was taking the metformin, and then I was taking, excuse me, sorry. And then I was taking a whole bunch of other stuff, and I was like, I just wasn't feeling right. Like, it was like the medications, it was too many medications kind of combining with each other, and it was making me nauseous and sick. One of the things I wanted to do though was actually lose weight while getting my sugar under control. So I spoke to my surgery buddy, and I'll get to that in a minute. I spoke to my surgery buddy, and she told me about a friend of hers who took Victoza. So I went and I asked my doctor about the Victoza, and she was like, yeah, it will help me, lose weight and get my sugar under control and all that stuff. So I was like, okay, so I wanted to try it. Well, she puts in the prescription for it, and my insurance told me that they won't cover it because there are too many side effects from it. But they gave me a list of alternatives, Trilissa being one of them. So now I am taking Trilissa. With Victoza and insulin, you take it every day. My insulin, I was taking twice a day, and like I said, I felt like it was just too much. My body was just going through too much. I stayed sick. Either I had TMI, I had diarrhea, or I just felt like I needed to throw up all the time. I'm sorry, y'all. It's late, and I just decided I was going to make this video out of the blue, and I'm actually sleepy, so after this I'm going to bed. But anyway, so I take the Trilissa once a day, and when I first started taking, I've been taking it for 4 weeks now. So when I first started taking it, the first week I was taking it with my metformin still twice a day. And then I was taking the Trilissa shot once a week. And then the first week, like I said, it made me nauseous all the time. I thought I was going to throw up. I was sick at work. I was sick at home. I just was sick. I had absolutely no appetite at all for nothing. So I was like, I was going to ask my doctor to actually take me off it. But something just said give it the full 4 weeks first and then see what will happen. So I did it the first week, like I said, and I stayed sick. And then I did it the second week, and I still stayed sick. I said, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to stop taking the metformin twice a day, because I think that was contributing to it. And if anybody out here who has diabetes and take metformin, they know that the metformin gives you diarrhea anyway, or have you sick to the stomach anyway, a lot of the times. So I was like, okay, so I'm gonna start doing that once a week. So I did. I started taking the Trilissa once a week, and taking the metformin once a day. Mainly at night. I try to do all my meds at night, because I work in the morning, and sometimes I work long hours, and I don't need to be sick at work all day. So I did that. My sugars are now running anywhere between like that's on a basic day, between 109 and up to 150 right after I eat. Sometimes I have spikes depending on what I eat. Like, say for instance, if I decide that I'm going to eat a burger today, and drink some soda, then my sugar may get into the lower 200s. But still, that's a plus for me, because of the fact that even though it's still high, I'm not saying that it's right. What I'm saying is it's a plus for me, because my sugars used to run in the 300, sometimes 500s. And me being able to get it down that low, and it's only spiking. It's not staying there. It's spiking there when I eat. Most of the time, if it spikes to like 200, it may settle like 135, 140. after 2 hours. So that is a tremendous difference. My morning fast after after 8 to 10 hours, and I get up and I check my sugar in the morning. It's like between 89 and 100. So that's perfect. I'm looking to really fall into the range of that 6.5 to 7.5 range before my surgery, and I'm very excited about that. I mean, I'm not saying I'm there yet. I still have work to do. One of my biggest things is drinking soda. I love to drink soda, especially Cokes, and Coke spike my sugar tremendously. So I'm trying to reverse that. I'm drinking more water. I'm drinking a lot of juices, even though juices are not good either. It's better. I'm trying to find something to prop this phone on. It's better than there we go. It's better than sorry, y'all. It's better than having a lot of a lot of soda. So I'm trying to reverse that. And I mean, sometimes, like, I know right before my Trilissa is, like, my week is up and it's almost time for me to take my shot again, I've noticed on the weekend that I crave, like, things I'm not supposed to have. Like, all week long, I'm good. I cannot eat basically anything. I have absolutely no appetite at all. I have to force myself to eat. One of the things the Trilissa does do is that, and the metformin, is that if I eat anything that pertains a lot of starch, or even a lot of sugar, it will instantly make me nauseous. It'll either trigger my gag reflexes, it'll make me nauseous, or it'll make my stomach upset. And so that also kind of deteriorates, make you not want to eat all those sugary, starchy things as well. So I try to stick mainly to my vegetables and my protein, as I said before. And that I was going to try to do is, eat more greens, which I try. I do the broccoli, I like the asparagus. I've been eating a lot of steak lately, which is also not really agreeing with me. So the new thing I'm going to try to do this month, especially after my A1C is checked this week, I think I'm going to stop eating meat, period. I think I'm going to stick to more seafood, and stay away from, like, chicken and beef and stuff like that, and pork, especially pork. I don't have high blood pressure. My cholesterol is slightly elevated, and I'm on some meds for that, just to keep it down. She said that it's not nothing to really worry about. Well, it's not nothing that's really concerning to her, let's say that. But we'll try to keep it down as best as possible. But I'm trying to wean myself off of all those meds. I mean, I must probably still be on my insulin and my metformin until I find a better diet regimen. But up until my surgery, other than my diabetic medication, all those extra medications, if I can avoid them, I will. So that also plays a part in me getting more fiber in, eating more leafy greens, like, spinach and broccoli and asparagus, green beans, whatever contains a lot of fiber to be able to get me prepared for my surgery. Also, I am like I said, it's just different things, different techniques that I'm gonna try after my diet. After my A1C levels, to see where they're at and see how much harder I have to work, or do I just have to maintain where I'm at to keep my sugars keep them in a more normal range. If it's just to maintain, then I'll keep doing what I'm doing, still kind of cutting some stuff back, a lot of stuff back, actually, like the bread and the sugary stuff. But if it's I need a little bit more work, two of the things that I am planning on trying. One is, I think I'm going to try a liquid diet for a week or two. And then I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to stop eating red meat and pork and chicken, and try to stick more to the seafood aspect of everything, and grilling it, and still having my my vegetables. And then on the weekend, like I said, I'm not depriving myself of everything, just taking a lot of it away most of the time and enjoying it as a reward for whatever goals I achieve. And that's something else that I need to start doing, and that's setting goals for myself. Every day, like a weekly goal, just say, okay, this week I'm going to lose 2 pounds, or this week I'm going to let soda go all week long and just drink water, or I'm going to start eating more wheat bread and stop eating white bread, or whatever the case may be, whatever it may be, just setting goals for myself and to eliminate some of those things and not re-implementing them. Like, say for instance, if I said I'm going to stop eating white bread, I'm not saying I won't eat wheat bread, but I'm saying I'll stop eating white bread, and then next week I'll add something else, but I won't re-implement the white bread. You understand? You understand what I'm saying? So anyway, that's enough of that. So, and then my weight loss, I've lost a little weight from the Trelissa and not being able to really eat, but I haven't lost a lot of weight. I mean, I kind of look chubby in the face now talking to you all, but I'm working on it. That's just that. So my surgery in the Dominican Republic, like I told you all before, that I have my plane ticket. I just recently got my passport. I paid my deposit on my recovery home, and now I am officially going to Health and Beauty Recovery House. I found a surgery buddy. Her name is Jackie, and me and my surgery buddy and her friend. So it's 3 of us that are surgery buddies, but I don't know the friend. I just know Jackie. But the 3 of us are all going to the Dominican Republic for surgery, and we're seeing 2 different doctors, but we're all going to stay in the same recovery house. My doctor, because I had got this question on one of my videos, is who am I going to? And I'm going to Dr. Tek-Tuk. He's a really good doctor. He's very compassionate. He's very caring. And he answers all of my questions, no matter how ridiculous they may sound. He still answers my questions with no problem. I recently asked him, today rather, how many patients do he see in a day? And if something major were to happen, was he equipped to handle it? And he told me yes to both things. He told me yes to the equipment part, and he told me that he would, that he only sees 1 to 2 patients a day, depending on the length of the surgery and what they're all actually having done. So since I'm having everything done, I'm having a TT, I'm having a tummy tuck, a BBL, lipo to a 360 lipo, and a muscle repair, and my boobs done. Still haven't decided if I wanted to get implants or not. I know I want to lift, but I haven't decided if the lift is going to be with implants or not. I'm still deciding on that. So yeah, anyway, so we're going to, I'm working, sorry, I do not edit, but I'm having a brain fart. It is 1:58 in the morning, and I need to go to bed. But I also wanted to make this video. So that basically that is it. That is all. I have a lot of things still to buy. I purchased some supplies. I have my maxi dresses. I have my nightgowns, if I'm going to use one or be able to use one. One of the things that I really wanted to ask the recovery house is that, will I be able to, do they have fans? Because when I'm in pain, I get overheated. So instead of me being overheated and miserable, if I have to, before I go to the recovery house and purchase a fan, I will. So that's very, very important, that I am not hot. I can't do it. And even with AC, it's 3 people in one room. I'm very particular when it comes to how I feel when I recover, and being hot is not an option. So if I have to buy a fan and leave it there, I know I can't take it back home with me on a flight. That's not an issue for me. I will take it there, and I'll buy it there and leave it there. Another thing is, I'm not going to buy my stage 2 garment here. I'm going to buy my stage 2 faja in the Dominican Republic. And I know it's more expensive than buying it here on Amazon. But because of the fact that I do not know what size I'm going to be after my surgery, I really want to do my stage 2 faja in the Dominican, so that my doctor can size me and make sure that everything is that fits correctly. I don't want to buy one here. You can't send that back, and then I have to be paying someone to alter it. I don't want to do that. And then I also want to buy another one, which I probably will buy when I get here once I know my size, just to have an alternate to change in and out of when I'm washing them or whatever. I still don't have like my Chuck pads and my Anacre gel and stuff like that, but I have like my hand sanitizer and my compression socks, those type of things in my suitcase. So I am going to start packing my stuff. Now, this is what I am going to do. 2 things I'm going to do, and it's not going to be tonight. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to give you an overall look over my body, give you a shot and let you see what I'm working with, which is not much, but show you what I got going on and what my tummy, why I'm having a tummy tuck. And then I'm going to also do a packing video when it gets closer to the time of going to the actual Dominican Republic, so everyone can see exactly what I purchased, for 2 reasons. 1, for you to see what I purchased, and 2, for someone who's watching this video to be able to tell me what I'm missing. But I am going through a checklist of the things that I need, and I watch a lot of YouTube videos on people telling me exactly, not telling me, but telling what they brought and what they needed and what they didn't need, what they needed when they came home after recovery. Another thing is that my husband will not go with me. Obviously, this, I told you I had 2 surgery buddies, so my husband will not be going with me. 1, because of the fact that we have a 6-year-old daughter, and I'd rather one of us be here to take care of her. Well, I'd rather him to be here to take care of her while I'm gone. And 2, because when I come back, I would like for him to be able to take at least a week off from work to be able to take care of me and to take care of my daughter when I come back. And he just he's been out the whole summer from work he had an eye surgery, and he's been out the whole summer from work. So I don't want, and I'm leaving in December right before Christmas, so I don't want him to have to take too much more time off just to come and go with me. With that said, so yeah, so that's our decision. That's something that we decided to do. If something changed along the way, or he decides that he will come with me, or we make arrangements for him to be able to fly out there with me or after me, or whatever the case may be, so that he can actually be there for the surgery, then we'll see about that when that time comes. But as of now, it's just me going, and I have my 2 surgery buddies that'll be there with me as well. I think that is it. This video is almost 20 minutes long. I really don't know if I have anything else to say. If I do, I'll make another video probably on tomorrow. I know I make my videos few and far in between, but I work a lot, and then when I do come home, I have my daughter to attend to, and then I'm tired. So a YouTube video really don't be the first thing on my mind, but I do really want to document this journey And one of the things that I really wanted to talk about the most is the fact that I am a diabetic and I'm having this tummy tuck. I have not heard anyone go into details about their ailments and having the surgery. And that it scares me to the point that I feel like I need to document that part for other people who may be in my situation and really want some information on having a tummy tuck and being a type 2 diabetic, and the steps you go through to basically be able to have the surgery and be able to get your sugars under control if they're not under control. So I kind of want to be the voice for that, I guess you might say, or not an advocate. I don't think an advocate is the right word, but the voice of doing plastic surgery and having as much done as I'm supposedly having done. Because like I said, that's what I want to have done, but my doctor thinks of safety first. So if he comes to me and be like, Ms. Trainer, we can't do that for you, then he won't be able to do that. Now I understand. I think I'll be upset, and I might be a little hurt. Well, not hurt, but like aggravated and frustrated about it. But I know it's for my best and my health, and I want to come back home to my child, my husband. So that is important for all three of us, that I come back in one piece and alive. So with all that being said, good night or good morning whenever you watch this video, and you all have a blessed day. And who are watching this video and getting ready to have surgery, I'm praying for you, and those who are planning for your surgery, just continue to watch and watch other videos. Don't necessarily watch my video, because my video may not be helpful, but watch the other videos on here. They've been quite helpful for me in planning my journey. And then as well, I wanted to say my condolences to Shawnee Bennett. I watched her videos a lot, and I heard that, and I was about to say I just recently heard, but I heard that her husband killed her and then turned around and he killed himself. I don't know the full extent to the story, but in all, it was sad, and she's greatly missed. I really loved watching her videos. She was very, very informative, and she didn't miss anything when it came to giving information out about having surgery, and then having plastic surgery, and then having plastic surgery in the Dominican Republic. So my heart and condolences does go out to her and her family, especially her children. I know they're going to miss their mom. So with all that said, I've said this 3 times, and this time I'm really getting off of here. We're at 23 minutes and 7 seconds. So you all have a blessed night.